Hi, my name is Kylin, and this video is an introduction to CSIRO's terminology mapping tool, Snapper Map. Snapper Map is part of the Snapper platform, which is a web-based FHIR resource authoring tool developed by the Australian eHealth Research Centre. This video will show how to create a map with Snapper Map. This is the front page for Snapper Map. Here on the top right, there are two buttons where you can toggle between Snapper Map and Snapper Author. Next to it is a cog icon. By clicking it, you can select your FHIR server. On the left side is where you are able to create new maps and will also show you all of the maps that you have open in your local workspace. There is some information here about what happens when you're saving. Essentially, the Snapper tool saves into your web browser's local storage, so if you switch browsers, you will not be able to see your work. Also of note, both Snapper Map and Snapper Author have inbuilt tour functions, and they will walk you through all the different components of the tool. If you have a FHIR concept map in JSON format, you can upload it into your local workspace by clicking the Import Existing FHIR Concept Map button. From here, you can browse for your file and add it to your workspace. You can now click on the resource on the left, and it will open into the editor screen. If there is a resource that is available on the server already that you wish to view or update, you can find it by again clicking the Import Existing FHIR Concept Map button, searching for the concept map, and then adding it to your local workspace to edit. To create a new map from the home screen, we go to the menu on the left and click the plus icon next to Classic Maps. A pop-up screen will open, and here you can enter your metadata. You can enter a title for the map, as well as specify the scopes of the source and target code systems. Once you are happy with that, click Done. You will now see your map in the resources on the left. If you want to change any of the metadata that you have just entered, you can do so by clicking the menu button and selecting Metadata. Snapper can import both CSV and TSV files for your source terms. To import your codes, go to the menu and select Import. Using the Import wizard, browse and select your file. Choose what type of file it is. Select the number of rows for the header if there are any. Then using the buttons, identify the target for each column you want to import. Once that's complete, click Import. You can see now that your terms have been imported. You can then add target codes by using the Snapper Automap feature and by adding them manually. To use the Automap feature, you first need to select all the codes you wish to automap by going to the menu and Select All Rows. Then you need to go back to the menu and select Automap. Select your strategy type and the direction of the mapping and then click Go. The scope of the Automap function is the target scope specified in the metadata. You can see that the Automap has had a go at completing the map. It has also defaulted the relationship type. You can double-click on the values provided by the Automap feature and then click on the arrows to see if there are any other alternative values provided. You can then select a new target if you wish. To manually add the codes, you can search your target system using the panel on the right. Search for the code you are looking for, drag and drop the desired code to the appropriate row. You can also do this to overwrite the contents of a row. You can duplicate a row by selecting the row you wish to duplicate, go to the menu, and then select Duplicate Row. You can change the relationship type and status by double-clicking on the value and then selecting from the drop-down menu. You can also select multiple rows and then change the values by clicking on the arrow in the header and making a selection. Once you're happy with your map, you can download it as a TSV or FHIR JSON file or upload it to your FHIR server.